What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new live stream. Hope everyone had a good weekend and is having a good week so far. Invincible is back. Finally, we got the first 3 episodes. I thought they were solid. I enjoyed them. Not the best, but not terrible. I thought it was decent, but we're going to get into them right now. We do have a guest on for the first time in a while. Close friend of the channel for several years now. He put out a video earlier today. Also put out a video for the first 2 seasons of the show. So if you haven't checked that out, go check that out whenever you get a chance. But very good videos. But we have Cobra Kai Karate here.
Wait, did you say several years?
Yeah, it's been several years now.
It's not been 7 years. 7?
No, I said several. Maybe you heard me wrong on accident.
Several.
Going on 4 years, right?
Oh, yeah. Well,
But anyway,
at least
how
you
you
didn't
doing?
play my intro.
Well, I can't because
Oh, that's right.
StreamYard
Yeah,
doesn't let you play clips without a premium subscription. But what's up?
Are you just gonna pretend like nothing happened? If my eyes don't deceive me, it's at 10:30. Your start the live.
All right, we got it.
Now I know it's probably 7 in the morning in Arizona, but damn.
It's 9:21 right now.
Well, you guys didn't do daylight saving?
No, we don't.
No. Why not?
I don't know. I mean, I know it's 11 for you right now in Minnesota.
Yeah. Doesn't Colorado do daylight saving?
I don't know. I know the East Coast does, but
I think only like 2 or 3 states down to it. But anyway. Yeah, I thought I'd come on since you weren't able to make the last network. And Matt, isn't it a little weird? The one network you don't leave, I randomly, not only do I get a $5 donation in the chat, I think I got botted like 100 live viewers.
yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
You see that photo I sent?
Yeah, I didn't really understand what was going on. So,
well, it was like completely normal, like average amount of viewers I had, which is like maybe 3, 5, and then out of absolutely nowhere, I look up and I'm at 30, and then it just went up to 100, and then it went down to like 60 for like another 30 minutes or 20 minutes, and I think it was someone buying bots to my stream. Because no one was talking in the chat, and they weren't liking the video either, so it was really weird.
That's strange.
And I was worried if that happened, some people might actually, they could get my live stream taken down if YouTube detects there's bot viewers. But the video's still up, so.
That's really weird.
But what do you think about Invincible?
I think it's solid so far. There's some good moments, but it wasn't great. But there's a lot that I enjoyed about it. That episode 1 was decent. Love the fight between Mark and that dinosaur dude. That was very entertaining. And
I heard a lot of people complaining about that though. They said the animation does not look as good as the dinosaur does in the comics.
Yeah.
But I don't know literally anything about the Invincible comics at all.
I never read any of them.
I didn't even know they were really a comic until I guess that's what they got. That the show was made off. Same thing with The Boys. I didn't know that was a comic or something.
Yeah, apparently the comics are worse than the show, The Boys.
Worse in what way?
Oh, they just said the comics were terrible.
Oh, I thought you meant like more. You know.
I mean,
Uh,
Homelander and Butcher are like way worse in the comics than they are in the show.
like as a
What I've
person,
heard. Yeah.
bro. I don't know how that's even possible. Well, you really gotta. I don't get it. I'm watching The Boys, and this is by far the most nastiest show I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of shows, but never in my life have I seen a miniature guy crawl in this guy's penis and explode inside it.
Jesus.
And a couple blood drops from Dexter. It's like, oh, I don't want to watch it. It's too gross. But you're watching this. I don't get it. I don't get it, Matthew.
Oh my god. Oh
Don't get me
man.
started with whatever the hell I was witnessing with my eyeballs in Hero Gasm.
I thought you quit.
No, I was watching. I can send you my
I saw
ratings
you in
of the
the
episodes.
chat saying, "All right, I quit."
No, I was just a little upset because I was actually like trying to enjoy my day, and I went to go watch it, and I was like, "What the actual hell is this?" Yeah,
Don't
I
worry, it
can
gets
send you.
worse.
I can. What do you mean it gets worse?
Oh, it gets worse.
Here, I'll send you my boys' rating so far. Let me find them. And yeah, I will do my boys' videos eventually. You said season 3 is the best.
Yeah, season 3 is my favorite.
Who's thinking better than season 1?
It's tough, but yeah.
And you think season 4 is the worst?
Yeah, season 4 is the worst.
I remember when it was coming out that you were defending it.
I didn't think it was as bad as people were saying it was, but it was definitely still the worst season. But it still has some of the best episodes, though. Like
I
episode
heard the
4 is
finale.
really
The
good.
finale's good.
Episode 4 is really good, and episodes 7 and 8 are really good. Episode 2 is not very good. Episode 3 was solid. Episode 6 in season 4 is arguably one of the worst episodes in the whole show, arguably the worst.
Bro. There's an episode season 2 that's probably worse.
Yeah.
Those are my ratings. I sent them to you.
All right. Season 1, episode 1, 8.4. Season 1, episode 5, 6.8. Wow.
Oh yeah, that was all. That was the whole thing at that church thing festival the whole time. That was pretty boring.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, season 2 wasn't that great.
season 2, episode 1, 6.5. Season 2, episode 2, 6.3. I told you the finale would be good.
Yeah.
And then season 3, episode 1, 7.6. Episode 2, 8.1. Episode 3, 7.7. Episode 4, 8.3. You gave Hero Gasm 9.1.
Yep, I did. It could have been higher if it wasn't for other activities
stuff.
like assholes in a toilet bowl.
Like all the gross stuff.
But that was a good episode. I think the A Train stuff is really good.
Yeah.
Obviously the Homelander fight was really good. I don't know why you like Soldier Boy so much. Is it just because the actor's in Supernatural or what?
Well, I actually watched The Boys before Supernatural.
And then yeah, it was a pretty good episode.
But yeah, Soldier Boy's character gets better.
Is he even like? Is he even in season like 4?
He's the cliffhanger to the finale in season 4, and then he'll be back in season 5.
Okay. Well, yeah, I just watched the Hero Gasm episode just a little bit ago, so I haven't finished the rest. But that episode felt like the season finale, so I don't know what they're gonna do next.
Yeah.
Especially
They reveal some pretty big stuff, so I won't spoil it.
I think Starlight's probably gonna get murdered. Or Annie, sorry. By the way, why the hell does actress look so different?
She had plastic surgery.
Oh God, I thought she had some sort of disease or something. She's got plastic. I don't know why she would do that.
I'm not really sure either. A lot of people said to make herself look older, which I don't know why, but
Why the hell do you want to look older? It's not like there was a time jump in the show.
yeah.
Not that much. Yeah, but Invincible. Yeah, I think the characters are still really good.
Yeah.
Um, I think when Nolan gets to Earth, that's when the show will start to really
Yeah.
take off. But I just don't know why they're kind of delaying that a bit. I mean, setting it up is one thing, but it's not. It doesn't feel like it's really setting up. It's just like we're just gonna keep away. Like I feel like nothing more needs to happen for him to get there. Like all the characters are set in place. So I just feel like that he should just get there. And I really was hoping he would come in episode 3, but he just wasn't in episode 3 at all.
Yeah,
Like
because I
even
thought,
like if it was a cliffhanger, which they left off with a different cliffhanger. Um, but I don't know.
yeah, I thought, the perfect time would have been when, the Flaxons were back. That would have been the perfect time for him to show up, but
Yeah,
he
because
didn't.
with it being like a end of world type fight, and then how he left Earth when he was on there, him coming back then there with Cecil watching and all the Guardians there. I mean, I think that just would have been so cool. Because if he came to
Yeah.
Earth going for Mark and he sees that, I mean, it's not he's just not gonna intervene. I don't know. I'm curious to see how all of them will react when he gets there. I mean, Cecil and that whole group is one thing, but Mark, Oliver, his mom, Debbie.
Yeah, they showed that in the trailer of like Nolan and Debbie in like one shot. I'm like, that's gonna be awkward because he said at the end of season 2 that I think I
Yeah.
miss my wife, but she's with somebody else, and I don't think she's gonna be willing
Well, I
to
think the
forgive
last
him.
thing she heard him say is that he viewed her as a pet the entire time. So
Yeah, and
I
that her
don't.
life is
And plus, she's
meaningless.
already in another relationship with that one guy who's a little weird.
So yeah, the whole thing's gonna be awkward.
And off topic. Why is Wait, what's his name again? Damn it. Uh, it's like the main character in The Boys. What's his name?
Huey.
Yeah, yeah. Why is he getting cucked so much in season 3?
I don't know, dude.
I mean, first you have that one past boyfriend with the music video. Then you have Homelander. I don't know why Starlight thought she had to kiss him. That was really weird.
Yeah, probably not the best decision, but at least she doesn't try to hide it from him, which is, good. But
Anyway, yeah. What do you rate the episodes of Invincible?
I think episode 3 is the best so far. I give that like a 7.7, 7.8. Episode 2, I like the Omni-Man stuff. Like I like the backstory that they give us, but I just feel like it kind of just puts a pause on like the main story. It's after they leave us off on like this big cliffhanger in like the first episode, and they're like, oh, let's just pause that for a moment and show what Omni-Man and Alan are up to, which, I thought the stuff was like interesting, but I just felt like it was placed kind of off. Like the pacing was just way off. And, it just felt weird to me. It was still solid. Still enjoyed it, but I just thought it was oddly placed. But I thought it was a decent episode. It's like a 7.1, 7.2. And then the first episode was solid for a season opener. I would give that like a 7.5. Wasn't great, but it was still, entertaining. I still like some of the, arcs that they're going to go down. So I think the season will get better. But yeah, those are my ratings so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I think episode 1 and 2 could have worked if even though episode 3 is my favorite episode, I feel like the idea they were doing of having the first episode all about Mark and no Omni Man, none of that stuff. Then the second episode completely all about that and none of that world. That could have worked if episode 3 was the episode where it's both of them colliding together and a little bit more set up instead of doing one planet, another characters, then back to that one, because then it just gets a little confusing. Because episode 4, I'm assuming it's going to pick up with the Mark stuff and everything going on there. And then eventually Man will just come back here. So that means we haven't seen him for a whole 1 and maybe a quarter of an episode. And now he's back. When if he just would have came back episode 3, it would have been probably better. But they're still like, when he comes back, like, it's not like they're just going to be sitting and talking so much. And, you still got to get through 5 episodes that are over an hour long. So it's definitely, I wouldn't want him to rush him to Earth, but I think just how they did it was just a little weird. Honestly, if they just would have not showed him the first 2 episodes, actually, I take that back. That'd be pretty bad. Because I've been complaining for a while that I've been annoyed that he's just not into the show a lot. But yeah, I think the episode 2 stuff was just it was kind of just felt like filler, honestly.
Yeah.
Like all these weapons and all these things that they're getting, like this could have been a 10-minute scene of them just going around grabbing them. They had to make it this really stretched out thing, just to like bring us back in on the characters. And then they even set up some fights, but those fights weren't really that great because they just retreat from it. So I don't know. Episode 2, I just think was a bit boring. Outside of the opening, I really like the opening. I don't know if they'll show more of those flashbacks. I think they will, honestly, considering how important. You can still see Nolan has some conflictions about taking out or instincting the those are my race. Another huge thing is Conquest escaped, and I feel like that's just not talked
I
about.
knew that was going to backfire.
I mean, dude.
I mean, they didn't even have the chance to interrogate him. He just wakes up and breaks out of there.
It was like the easiest thing ever. Like honestly, I don't think it's gonna be talked about at all. It's just gonna be like not talked about, and then he's gonna be like in some huge fight, and then at the worst moment possible, Conquest is gonna show up, and he's just gonna be cornered.
Yeah.
But Eve is pregnant, so that's gonna be really interesting what they do with that. That's probably the best thing. That's probably the most thing I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Because even though story has kind of been a bit, I wouldn't say bad or even rushed, just have been kind of slow. Like kind of just, it's just kind of, in a hollow spot waiting to like hatch. The characters and arcs are still really, really good. And the dynamics are
Yeah.
really more particularly Mark as just a lead character is just really good. It's like he's always on the urge of just snapping, because like how can you just turn off that mode? It's like when it's on, it's on. And yeah, we saw him actually kill somebody. Like every person he has killed, I think it was only one person he didn't actually kill him. Was just it was a mistake. And then Conquest, that was also like a Fury of Rage, and he didn't die. So that was his first like conscious kill, and I don't know. I feel like that could have been talked about a bit more, but because like right after that happens, Eve and them are rushing to another place. But what do you got any predictions of what we're gonna see next episode? Because the next episode is called Herm, and the only description is Herm. I don't know what the frick that's supposed to mean.
Yeah, me neither. Predictions are gonna be tough. But I think Omni Man's return will be the cliffhanger. Um, but I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back earlier. But we left off on, you know, Eve finding out that she's pregnant. So I feel like they're going to do more with that. And plus, Monster Girl and Robot are trapped in the Thraxon's dimension or Flexon's dimension, and time in their dimension moves way faster. So that's really going to mess up Monster Girl and Robot, or he calls himself Rex now.
Wait, Monster Girl's in there?
Yeah, they got trapped in the Flexon's dimension because they closed the portal.
Oh, I don't know if she was still there. Oh, you notice that? I don't know who the character is, but Jonathan Banks, who plays Mike in Breaking Bad, voices him. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't remember the character's name though.
Is he a new character, or do I just not remember him? Or is he new? I think he's new. I don't remember him from any other seasons. What about the Spider-Man trailer?
Yes, I did see that. The visuals look amazing. It looks really, really good. I love the way the suit looks, classic red and blue. The cinematography looks great. I'm very excited for it. Got to see Punisher in it, so I'm interested to see how that goes down. Obviously, Hulk's in it. We see Bruce Banner wearing a thing on his wrist that prevents him from hulking out, but he's obviously going to lose that at some point because we know that Spider-Man, Hulk, and Punisher are supposed to have a fight, which who knows how that'll play out. But yeah, the trailer looks very good. So
The trailer looks absolutely amazing. Like I have zero complaints at all. I would say one thing people have mentioned, that scene where he's fighting the ninjas, which I believe is the Hand. I don't think you watched Daredevil, the original series, but they were kind of the main villain. People are mentioning how he's like jumping down at the ninjas, and there's some that are just attacking forward. That's not at him. And do you remember in the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer when it showed that shot of him jumping towards like Lizard and all the villains, and then people mention how like the Lizard's jumping at nobody, then his head gets hit, but no one's there. And they actually removed Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield from the shot in the trailer. People are saying
yeah,
it's the same thing here, saying that someone else could be there fighting these ninjas too, because it just kind of looks like a weird angle of him jumping up towards them. Then there's ones at the bottom like going straight forward. So I'm curious what that means, because I feel like if it was the Punisher, which makes sense if him doing that, I feel like if it was the Punisher, they wouldn't hide it. So I think it's either going to be the Hulk, and they don't want to show like his trans is what he looks like as the Hulk now, which I'm hoping is a way different type Hulk. We have,
yeah.
honestly, I say have had, and we haven't even had that for a while. The last time we even seen Hulk was in the She-Hulk show, if I can recall.
I did not watch that.
Even though that was god awful and horrendous and a complete slap in the face to what Hulk is. That was
Exactly.
that was in 2022 and 4 years ago, and even that was the last time we saw him. So it's been so long. And the actual real Hulk, honestly, if we're gonna be honest, it's literally been 11 years. Avengers Age of Ultron was the last time we've seen Hulk.
Yeah.
I can't even say Ragnarok. Visually maybe, but not how he acts at all. So if it's not Hulk, I'll still say it could be Daredevil, which I would really like, as you know, because the Spider-Man and Daredevil duo is a huge thing in the comics.
Yeah.
And, they already kind of set it up with a No Way Home thing. It wouldn't really matter because he would have forgotten, but still, I think it would be cool. And then since this is after Born Again season 2, I don't know if there'll be something set up, and then obviously the hand is something that Daredevil has fight and taken down himself in season 1, season 2, and the Defenders. So if that is the hand, which I believe it is because they're red ninjas. I don't know what red ninjas in the MCU is not them, and that'd be really cool because a fight with Daredevil and Spider-Man versus the ninjas. I mean, I know you haven't seen Daredevil, but you have to watch the Daredevil versus the ninja fight. If you're
Yeah.
not, you just gotta see that fight. It was so cool, and obviously it won't be that gory, but just seeing a Spider-Man versus ninja fight is insane, and everything looks so good. The Scorpion suit and what they're doing to Scorpion looks really cool. The sad, broken Peter Parker. I mean, they Spider-Man Peter Parker starts out as a geek type nerd guy, and he gets broken by the responsibility. Like we see that with Spider-Man McGuire early on, and I'm pretty sure with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, he literally was just always kind of depressed. But Tom Holland, it took 10 years to get here. It's like that's why people criticize as much is it's not really going through all that stuff. I mean, you kind of see him fight and go for all that stuff in Homecoming a bit and Far From Home, but nothing really deep until No Way Home. And then No Way Home was, when he finally makes that sacrifice. It's still a little weird though how it's going to be released 5 years after No Way Home.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. I'm guessing that it is just 5 years after. And I also am curious to see what they do with Born Again because that's also in New York and this takes place right after. And then the Punisher presentation, I'm confused with the whole thing that's going to happen because I don't know if Punisher's going to be in there. I don't know if his presentation is going to be about what he does because he's pretty sure he broke out from the cage.
Yeah.
And now he's going to be in this. And in the trailer, he says, like, Frank, what are you doing? Now, obviously, people know the Punisher is Frank, but it kind of felt like they already ran into each other and know each other a bit. So, I don't know. But, yeah, the PG-13 stuff, you see him starting to say, his curse word, then he puts the web on his mouth. Like, I think he won't be in any crazy action scenes because if he is, it just has to be gory.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it'll just be him and Spider-Man both going after the same type feeling or something. But obviously they're different moral thing. It'll be what we see of Daredevil and Punisher a lot. And then it'll lead to some arguments and maybe some a little bit of like maybe some leadership from him or like trying some guidance considering that he lost a lot of his family too. And he didn't really lose him, but it's honestly, I think it's probably worse that they're alive and they don't know him because it's like who they were to him is dead. So it's like they're dead, but they're like bodies still alive, which makes it
Yeah.
even worse if they were just actually dead. And on top of that, you also had Aunt May die. So there's so much, which is a little disappointing. There's probably going to be a time jump because I would have really liked for him to pick up like right into that, like right as he's going into his apartment, and completely. That would have been interesting.
Yeah,
And
I
then
agree.
it looks like Ned and MJ in their apartment. They have like all this investigation stuff about Spider-Man. So it's like they're trying to figure out who Spider-Man is. So he even shows them watching the news about him. So I'm curious how that will play.
Mm.
We hear him say in the beginning of the trailer talking like that note towards MJ about like trying to say that who he is. That's not going to happen in this movie. I can guarantee it.
Yeah.
Maybe in the next one. That's going to be like a no that he wants to do, but he can. Kind of like that scene in Spider-Man, I think 2, where he's calling MJ, but it doesn't answer. Then he says what he wants to say, but the phone's cut off. It'll be something kind of like that. Because I just don't think he'll be able to do it. Because even if he wants to do it, he knows that letting them know will put them at risk. And that's the whole point of Spider-Man. It's like, the people, if I let these people know and these close people into my life, then I'm risking them with all the villains. That's like when Peter Parker in the first movie, in the Maguire movie, decided not, you know, get the girl of his dreams, MJ, to keep her safe. But anyway, I'll stop talking, Matthew, if you want to talk more.
I agree with that 100%. So yeah, I'm very excited for it. I love Spider-Man, so I know I haven't been very high on Marvel for a while, but I've always loved Spider-Man. Grew up watching the Sam Raimi trilogy. The first two movies were amazing. Spider-Man 3 is a fun movie, not a great movie, but it's a fun movie. Yeah, I'd say Spider-Man and Batman are like my top two favorite comic book characters of all time. So I love Spider-Man.
My Spider-Man and who?
Batman.
Batman.
My favorite two comic book characters.
Yeah, I think for me, Spider-Man, Daredevil, and Punisher. And then, yeah, I mean DC. I think it always has to be Batman. Like Superman's really cool as like the moral high ground type guy, but to me, there's not so much depth to that. Where Batman, he's a lot more depth.
Yeah, I mean, what I love about Batman is he's a detective. He doesn't have superpowers. He has to get the right gadgets for depending on the job. So I really like that about his character.
Yeah. The superheroes without actually superpowers are usually the most interesting ones. Like obviously, I mean, I wouldn't really classify Frank Castle as a superhero, but him as a character and everything he does is amazing. Iron Man is another huge one that is really cool. I mean, Daredevil has powers, but it's not like anything crazy superficial, and I think that's really cool. Like Daredevil could still do what he does if he just a highly trained individual. I mean, maybe outside of like the super hearing, but the super hearing is just for it just hypersenses because he can't see. So like if he saw it, he probably would be able to do the same thing he could do. It's just he can, so he has to use his hearing. I don't think he has super strength or anything. Maybe he does in the comics, but I don't believe he does in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're definitely gonna be able to watch the Daredevil before the new show.
Yeah, I should. I heard like the Netflix show when it was on Netflix was really good. Like a lot of people loved it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, no bad season. Hardly any. I don't think any bad episodes. Honestly, not one bad episode. Just fantastic. I mean, I'm just finishing up season 3 now. It's amazing. Do you have Disney Plus?
I don't know if I'm still logged on to yours or not.
Well,
But
even if you
I
were,
haven't
I wouldn't be logged in. But I'm gonna start up my subscription again. I can get you logged in if you want.
because I haven't used it since the Daredevil finale came out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna redo it, and then I can give you the login if you need it. And then you should watch the original Daredevil show.
Yeah.
For that, I mean, Jessica Jones is going to be in it, but that won't really matter because they only interact in the Defenders. Never interacted in each other's shows. And hey, Jessica Jones is a really good show. I mean, the first season is amazing. The second one's all right, and then the third one, I mean, that one's just boring. But the first
Yeah, I've seen some of it because my dad was watching it, but I've never watched Jessica Jones all the way through. I've only seen like bits and bits of it.
I mean, yeah,
But
the villain, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it was just such a good season about trauma, PTSD, and the lead character. Just her as a lead character was just really good. Um, and yeah, the finale was crazy. I mean, I can't remember it like that vividly because I haven't seen it since like maybe 2021, but it was crazy. I watched all those Netflix shows, Marvel Netflix universe, because I mean, that was all the only shows I used to watch back then. It was just those ones. I mean, like really watch. And yeah, the Daredevil stuff was all great. The Punisher stuff was all great, even season 2. Um, I think the Jessica Jones stuff was great. Um, Iron Fist. I mean, it had some good action scenes, but the first season was just like really. It felt like. I mean, I don't know if this is offensive, but it felt like a CW show, which just not that good. And the second season does get better, but the first season is just so bad, it's like almost unwatchable. And then I think Luke Cage is okay, but to
I
me,
did see that.
it's a little over the top Luke Cage for me, and it's also like a little generic, a little too generic. But
Yeah, I
I
wasn't really a fan of it.
some
But
decent characters. I think the second season there was one girl on that show. I don't even remember her name, but I remember her more particularly. Like, I never hated like a fictional character so much in my life than that girl right there. And
jeez.
I didn't even remember what she did, but I just remember the rage I felt towards this character. Like, I don't know if you ever had a character that you just generally hate, like generally start being pissed off. That was one. I'm trying to think of other fictional characters that pissed me off. I mean, I could say Sheila,
Angela from Stranger Things.
Angela.
Yeah, the girl that was bullying 11 relentlessly.
Oh God, I don't even want to go there.
And then 11's the one who gets in trouble for standing up for herself, but you know.
Trouble, and Mike's got rubs salt in the wound like an asshole. Well, I mean
Yeah, he was like, "What
that
did
whole
you do? What did you do?"
I mean, that's not so bad because he just saw it. But when I'm at the dinner and he goes like, "You didn't look fine to me," so what the frick is your? I don't know why in the living hell you would say that. And you can't one damn good reason you would ever say that
Yeah.
ever. Oh yeah. Let me think here. Who's the character I hated the most in Cobra Kai? I mean, I can remember season 5. Kenny pissed me off.
Season 5 who? Oh, season 5 Kenny. I thought you said Cammy for some reason.
Uh, Kenny pissed me off. I mean, Sam made me annoyed at
Season
times.
4 Sam or season
Yeah,
5 Sam a little
he never
bit.
hate. Um, I think there's too much characters I actually like genuinely hate from Cobra Kai. Um, I mean, Breaking Bad, yeah, Skyler gets annoying at times.
Skylar,
I
happy
still think
birthday.
okay. I still think she's a really lower in character. Um,
Yeah.
trying to see. The damn baseball card guy in Better Call Saul pissed me
What
off.
about my baseball cards?
Uh, they're my dads. Like, I don't care that you're just your dads.
All
Shut up.
right, I'll get you your cards.
Like, they literally had to go for all this crap to get his damn baseball cards back. It's like
Yeah, he didn't need to show off with the damn Hummer too, and then have them go through his glove box and find his address.
bro, it was like the most dumbest car ever, and then he had those dumbass boots. It was such a funny scene when Mike's just inside his booth, and he just this huge shadow just starts coming over with his like beatbox music, and he just knows who it is right off the bat as he pulls up to the police station. I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
no reason
he,
why.
he calls the cops because they break into his house and
I'm a
steal his
drug dealer.
baseball
I'm gonna call the cops. Yeah, that's real smart over baseball cards.
card.
how crucial that character is. Not only is he the guy that led Mike back into the cartel stuff with Nacho and even Gus, he also the one that
Yeah.
gave the drug to kill or put Hector inside the wheelchair.
Yeah.
I was like, what the frick? I didn't know that guy was so important. Um. Oh, I know one from the boys. What's her name?
Stormfront.
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
already.
she's a bitch, dude.
Oh my god. Mm, that Nazi bitch. I
Yeah.
didn't know she was still alive. Like, apparently, I guess she was.
Yeah, I mean, she's barely still alive, but you obviously know what happens to her in season 3.
Let me think if any. I don't think there's anyone else in the boys that makes me that mad. Sorry if Butcher can be a little much at times. I mean, Homelander doesn't make me mad because he's just such a good villain. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
get me. Like I can get mad at what he's doing, but I can't get mad at him as a character because he's just so good. I mean, the acting by Anthony Starr is insane.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And what the hell is that one scene in The Boys where it just like turns into a musical out of absolutely nowhere in the hospital? You know what I'm talking about? Just turned into a musical in the hospital.
Oh, yeah, when Kimiko was in the hospital. Nah, no,
I,
no.
I I know it's all in her head, but like, what the frick?
Yeah, because she was singing, which is weird because she doesn't talk.
Does she?
Um,
Does she ever talk on the show?
she does in the season 4 finale.
Wait, why did she
And,
talk again? Is there a reason for it?
they show that she explains that in season 4 to Frenchie, I believe in episode 7, I think.
I mean, bro, because I watch you about the captions, I have to turn them on because I can't speak your damn sign language.
Yeah.
So is it just the first 2 episodes that are releasing for The Boys when it comes out?
Yeah, so episode 8, which normally they did the first 3 episodes, but this time around it's only going to be the first 2 episodes, and then it'll be weekly releases as normal. Which ironically that day episodes 1 and 2 of The Boys will be out, plus Invincible episode 6 will also be out.
Yeah, that's right. And then I think, yeah, because it'll be almost at like the same time releasing with Boys Invincible, and then even Daredevil will be like, I think it'll be the day before. It'll be like Tuesday, and then that'll be Wednesday. Or one will be Wednesday, or it'll be Tuesday, I don't know. So they'll all be coming around the same time.
Yeah, we're gonna
So
have a lot of shows to watch.
I'll be busy making videos. I mean, I gotta get my Invincible season 3. I gotta get my original Daredevil videos out. Yeah, and then April, I think I only watched the Michael Jackson movie. That's probably it. I mean, are you gonna go watch? You're gonna go watch the Spider-Man movie in theater, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was had to make sure. Have you watched any movies in theater since the Deadpool movie?
I saw Fantastic Four in theaters
Oh,
on my birthday.
that's right.
Right. It was fun watching it in the theater.
Well, I think unless the movie is really bad, it's always really fun to watch movies
Yeah.
because it's just entertaining. It's nice. What do you think about the Oscars?
I haven't really paid much attention to the Oscars.
Well, to be fair, I don't think you watched that much movies this year either way.
But all I've heard is that Michael B. Jordan won an Oscar.
Yep, Sinners won quite a bit. Best original screenplay, best cinematography, best score, best actor. Uh,
I saw you put on your story saying, "Are we dead ass?" or whatever
oh
about
yeah, that was
something.
for best picture, like the best movie of the year, like the biggest award. They gave it to one battle after another. Like what the hell?
I haven't even heard of that.
Well, no, it's a good movie, and it was definitely in the runner up, but it was definitely like in the conversation. But it's like I just don't get. Well, first off, Marty Supreme got 9 nominations, didn't win one Oscar for anything, and then Sinners, you give all these awards, like he gets best cinematography, best you give the best actor, you give it best writing, and then you just don't give it best picture. Like what the
Yeah, it
fuck? I just think
doesn't really make
like
sense.
like One Best Another was a fun, tense movie, but it was a lot better because of the acting, like the acting and the visuals and the directing, all that stuff. But the story, the whole first hour is really nothing to do with the rest of the movie. Like literally, outside of figuring out who the character is and how and why these guys will be going after them and who the father is. Those are the only three things that they do in a whole hour, which could take probably 5 minutes scene to explain that all. So it's like, oh my gosh. And then yeah, I don't know why they would give that. I mean, Best Picture is like the biggest award. I mean, it's the best movie of the year. You should just give it to Sinners. Honestly, if it was Sinners or Marty Supreme, I would be okay. But one after another, and then Michael B. Jordan won the Oscar. He had a good performance, and I'm happy he won because I mean, I've been a big fan of him for a long time with Black Panther and Creed and all the movies he's done. But it just was not an Oscar performance. It just wasn't. DiCaprio in One After Another definitely. I mean, just acting skills, ability. I think he just did better. And then Timothy, I can't say his last name well, but Timothy in Marty Supreme was just an amazing performance. It's his third best lead actor nomination that he's lost now. And I think he lost it because he said something controversial like weeks before the voting was about to end. And I think because he said that is why he lost the Oscar. And I hate that the Oscar does that because like almost everyone is saying that he's doing the Oscar like it's a no brainer. And then he says something that wasn't even that bad. And then they gave it to Michael B. Jordan. I'm like, what? But you should really watch some of those movies, though. Like, I mean, I don't know if you like Marty Supreme, but Marty Supreme's a good movie. Sinners is a good movie. You should watch more movies.
Guess I'll have to use look movies.
I mean, yeah, why not? I do. Well, I do think Sinners is on HBO. I don't know if you have that.
I don't have HBO. I have Netflix, Amazon, and Paramount at the moment.
We have Paramount.
Yeah.
What's on there?
Um, you have School Spirits. You have some of the Transformers movies. Um, they're trying to buy Warner Brothers, so they're going to be getting some DC stuff soon because Netflix isn't going to up the bid.
That's right. HBO's got a lot of good shows, though.
Paramount also has Dexter as well.
Oh, so you actually can watch that.
Yeah, I can.
And I can't even watch that really because it's not. I don't have Paramount. I have to watch something different.
You got SpongeBob on there as well. Older SpongeBob, like the entire show is on there so far. Like, you can go back and watch the older season.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I mean HBO has a lot of DC stuff too. I can't remember what it exactly each one's, but they have a lot of DC stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously, original shows, they got a lot of good ones. Like, that's where Game of Thrones is on, Sopranos is on, and The Wire, and I'm trying to remember the other shows they got on there. But yeah, they have a lot of good stuff on there. Um, and then, yeah, I have Prime Video, Netflix. I will be getting Disney. Um, I think that's about it, honestly.
Yeah.
Never had like Hulu or any of that stuff, or
Yeah, me
Apple
neither.
TV. I don't even know what's on those.
Yeah, Hulu's kind of like um cable TV in a way. But like, more advanced and stuff. Like you can watch shows like the day after they aired, I think. I don't really know though. Then all I know, Apple TV has obviously the Godzilla stuff, the American Godzilla stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people like I think Asian Godzilla stuff a lot
Oh,
more.
Japanese Godzilla. Yeah.
Yeah, Japanese. I mean, my brother says everything's on Hulu. I don't know if that's true,
Yeah.
but to be fair, he just watches anime, so I don't know if I'm gonna trust that.
Oh, jeez.
You know which episodes are in this season of One Piece?
No, I don't.
There's guess how many episodes?
20.
I think it's 1,000.
What?
It's only one season. I mean, I don't know if they even call it a season. Just like 1,000 episodes.
Bro, who has time for that?
I don't know. Apparently they do. And then anime fans are like, yeah, actually One Piece is too short. I'm like, what the
I'm
hell?
like, if I put myself through that, I'd have a freaking headache. Like, geez.
Like, no, no.
Because, like, anime is, like, really bright, you know, with all the, like, the explosions and stuff.
I mean, I don't even know. I'm not denying that anime, the stories and characters can be really good, but it's just something that like it's be so much to get into that if you're not already into like some sort of if you're not like kind of grew up with it, it's something that like to get into it takes so much time and just something that I just do not care about enough. And then alongside with the weird fan base and a lot of the weird
Yeah.
animes that are out there, it's just like I really don't. If there was anyone I would watch, it'd probably be Attack on Titan because I have seen some good things from that, and it's quite shorter. But even then, there's probably some weird lore that people I have to learn about. There's probably some weird creepy fan base that's gonna get on my For You page. Like I don't know if I want to do that, especially if
Yeah.
all the shows that I still need to watch. Like, yeah, I mean, there's so much movies and shows that I still need to watch. I feel like I could watch stuff forever until I ever get to the place where I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna watch anime. And then if I ever get to that place, I'll probably be like 50 years old by then, and I definitely will not care about anime. So
Yeah.
if you're 50 watching anime, I mean, you really that's rough.
Yeah.
Plus, I got some like built-in trauma from the freaking Fortnite anime stuff.
Oh,
That
God.
that Groku like power thing was the most overpowered cosmetic in the game ever. Like you just randomly pick it up in the map and you can shoot it at people, and then you just die like with one hit. It's like what the frick? The amount of times I've lost a game because some a-hole picks it up and holds it until they're the last person, and then I'm sitting there with no builds and they just freaking brutalize me. It's like okay,
Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely piss me off.
yeah. Whenever I get my PS5 fixed again, we should play Fortnite.
Yeah, for sure.
You know how hard it was for me to get you to play Fortnite?
Yeah, I know.
That was like a year battle. And then you buy the entire battle pass and get the Transformer skins.
Yeah, the Optimus Prime one.
You know, I'm sure the Invincible skins are probably in Fortnite right now.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Because I remember they had Omni-Man and Mark. Well, Invincible.
Yeah, some of the skins they do are really cool. Like I got the Hopper one for when Stranger Things was out.
Oh yeah, I remember that because we all had Stranger Things skins on. Then you didn't have one, so you had to buy one.
Yeah, so I'm like,
But
fuck it.
could have
I
bought
was
it.
like, fuck it. I have a job now. I can pay for it. So I
But
just got one.
you look at a different one from us. You should have gotten like I don't know, Vecna.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
But some of the skins look kind of weird though. Like I don't know who would want to wear the skin of freaking Mike or Will. It's just like because they're random.
Yeah.
The Dustin skin looked pretty cool, and then the 11 skin, but it was like I don't know. I don't like. I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense. They use that season free suit.
I mean, if they had Steve, I probably wouldn't want with Steve. But
It was weird they didn't have Steve. They had like his bat. They didn't have Steve. I feel like Steve's like more like a fan favorite.
yeah.
No, Max either,
Yeah, I was about to say that. Didn't have Max.
or Nancy, or any of them. And then City Sync will be in Brand New
Spider-Man.
Day. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. A lot of people are saying that she's playing Jean Grey, which I'm not really sure how she's going to fit the
Yeah.
story.
I don't think so. I mean, just because she's a redhead, all right. I think it was something different.
So I have no idea who she's playing, but
Oh yeah, I'm curious how the whole movie plays into so many things. I mean, coming off whatever will happen in Born Again, I don't think there'll be anything hugely effective from Born Again because there's still a TV show going in. Let's think about it, this movie's gonna make billions of dollars, and then I mean, Born Again is gonna will be pretty big, but it won't. It's gonna be still a TV show off Netflix. I mean, sorry, off Disney. So it's not like you can do anything too big because a lot of people that will watch this movie just will not know what happens. But there's definitely will be something to play into it. And if Daredevil does show up, which I think he should, because he's in New York, whatever's going to go on with Frank Castle on the hook, I feel like Daredevil. But I don't know. I don't know what happens in season 2. I don't know what's going to happen. And then also how the movie ends, because how that will lead into Doomsday. Like, I think they will definitely do something like very, very telling or very big that will lead to Doomsday, or as a post credits or whatever it is, because it's like I think the last Marvel movie before Doomsday. I think, if not, it's definitely the biggest one until there. I'm trying to remember, does any other Marvel movie come out in between that?
all I know is Spider-Man, a couple Avengers movies. I'm not really sure though.
Yeah, I think it'll just be Avengers. I think it'll just be Spider-Man, then it'll be Doomsday in December.
Because I already got confirmed that Sadie Sink's going to be in Avengers, couple Avengers movies. Like she's already slated for like multiple Marvel projects.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I think you kind of have to watch Thunderbolts because they're going to be a big part of Doomsday. I mean, the movie was literally kind of branded as the New Avengers. That's what their team's called.
Yeah.
And then you liked some of those characters, like what's his name from Falcon or Winter
I like John Walker
yeah.
as a character.
He didn't do too much, though. It felt like that movie. Like him and Bucky didn't do that much. Well, not Bucky. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Bucky because he's from like the OG MCU. He's like one of the last characters left.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the only ones out of OG is just him, Hawkeye, 4, which I really hope they bring him back to. I mean, whatever the hell is going on. I mean, at least in Endgame, it was a little corny and stupid. At least there was some depth to it, and it made some sense, but it still was stupid. And then you go into Love and Fun, and it's just like a complete abomination.
Yeah.
I mean, literally the worst MCU movie ever is that one. I mean, I probably would still want to watch it over maybe like Internals and stuff, but just because of how disappointing that one was to a main kick. Like I never knew, no one knew about no Eternals. So that being a bad movie,
Yeah.
being bad,
I had no desire to watch that.
but it being for a huge character and it being something that's hyped up, and you have a great like the Love and Thunder storyline could actually work really well, and then you're bringing in Christian Bale as a really dark villain. Like, it could have worked so well, but then they had whatever the hell happened in that movie.
Yeah, and the whole Jane arc could have been really good, but then she
It
just
was
dies from cancer.
so stupid. Like, I don't know why they even brought her back, because it really doesn't change
I'm
anything.
like, if you're just gonna do that, then what's the point? Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, because it doesn't even change really him at all. Like, they're literally right around the time she died, they pull up another stupid joke about like dumbass go, just screaming. It's like, okay, that's hilarious.
Like the whole thing of like her having his old hammer, like, and then like him torn between his new hammer and his old hammer is just completely unnecessary.
Yeah, the whole movie was just it was run off like the worst type of humor ever, and that's all it was.
I'm like, this is not funny at all.
No, the Phase 4 comedy was like really rough. It's like they're trying so hard. It's like it almost like someone parodying what MCU comedy is, like what it was in Phase
Yeah,
3. Like, remember what DCUE was trying to do in their Justice League movies, trying to copy MCU humor? It was just like not funny at all.
yeah.
Like in the Suicide Squad and Justice League, it's just like, bro, this is not. What did Will Smith say in the Suicide Squad? He goes like, I guess that it's some kind of Suicide Squad. Like, oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's your name. I mean,
I've only seen that movie once, and that was like when it just came out.
yeah, I think the same.
The Joker was horrible in that movie. I did not like the Joker in that movie at
He
all.
had a really weird laugh too.
Yeah, it was just weird looking.
Yeah, and Jared Leto, he would do some really weird stuff to try to get into like character.
Jesus.
Like, he would send like dead animals and used condoms to his
Oh,
co-stars, like Margot Robbie.
oh my
What the
God.
fuck? Because he's like trying to get in character. Like, no, you're just a weirdo, and your character's ass. Like, if you're doing all that, at least be good.
Yeah, he's definitely the worst Joker.
I mean, yeah, you can't bring in. I mean, even going animation, like every single Joker has been better than that.
I mean, yeah, the Mark Hamill voicing Joker in Batman
Yeah,
the animated
so the
series was,
animation Joker is amazing.
yeah,
And then you don't go all the way back to the '60s Batman. Like, yeah, it's kind of corny and stupid, and the actor literally didn't even shave his mustache for it, so he just paints over. You see a mustache under it. He didn't
yeah,
want to. It's just like, oh my gosh. But you know what? That one's at least goofy and iconic. Like, you can't take that away. It's just that's what the '60s Batman was.
yeah,
Um, and then later on, you get Jack Nicholson's Joker in the '89 Batman, which is just amazing.
yeah,
And then I don't know what more needed to be said for the Heath Ledger and the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Just some of the greatest performances I've ever seen ever was by those two Jokers. I think they did a Joker, but it was kind of like a half-ass Joker in the what's the show called? Gotham show. I never seen it, so I really don't know.
Oh, Gotham. It was a CW show.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, and it was Bruce Wayne wasn't even Batman yet. Bruce Wayne was a kid in that show.
Oh, kind of reminds me of another show where the character's just not turning into a superhero for 5 seasons. Smallville.
Kind of different. He's a teenager in that show, but
Did you just say he's a teenager Batman?
no, Batman's like Bruce Wayne in the Gotham show is like a really young kid, like 10 years old or something like that.
You can't be that young the entire show.
I mean, that he was when I watched it, but I didn't watch it all the way through. I only saw like bits of it. I never watched the full thing because I just wasn't interested.
So Gotham is just
Yeah, it's more focused on the Gotham police commissioner.
I mean, I had one friend who told me that Gotham was really good. I should watch it, but I just never did.
Yeah.
It would care too much for it. Right now, as far as new shows, I'm just gonna finish The Boys, and then I will probably start watching finish Game of Thrones. I watched the entire first season, so I just don't need to finish it. But I dead ass I probably will. I don't know if I will or not, but I don't know if I'll watch season 8, considering how bad people say it is.
Yeah, people like most people say Game of Thrones is awesome. Just don't watch season 8.
You know how freaking Biden paid the Emmys are for that season 8 won the best drama series of the year. It was like what?
That doesn't make any sense.
When it was like the worst season ever. But
How does like a
and
bad season?
that was like 2018. That was like when Daredevil season 3 came out. Dark
Oh my gosh.
2. I'm trying to remember all the big shows that came out. And
I'm
hell,
probably gonna sound like an idiot for saying this, but Cobra Kai season 1.
no, I mean, dude, a YouTube Red show would definitely never get nominated. But
Yeah.
Cobra Kai got nominated a couple for like comedy series, which they label as a comedy. I don't
I mean,
appreciate.
it's more of like a comedy, drama, action kind
Yeah,
of thing.
it does a lot of stuff, but I guess if you want to place it in a category, I wouldn't be too mad if you do comedy because if you're putting in drama alongside the other drama shows, it wouldn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. But yeah, it's just Game of Thrones is just such a big show that they just gave it to them. Just like every single year, they would win over Better Call Saul, or it would be The Succession that would win over Better Call Saul. That's
That
best.
is diabolical.
I mean, I thought 2022 they would finally win Best Series because season 6 was so good, and then give it to effing Squid Game.
Oh Jesus!
Like, are you dead ass? The Squid Game actor wins Best Actor over Bob Odenkirk. I'm like, okay, you know what? Fine.
Yeah, because I remember when Squid Game season 1 came out, because like nobody in my high school talked about Cobra Kai except me, of course. And literally season 3, came out, and season 3 was so good. Squid Game season 1 comes out, everyone talks about it, but nobody talked about Cobra Kai season 3. I'm like, are we dead ass?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it feels like the Emmy lets you just give it to whatever made the most money. And that's what it seems
I'm
like to
like,
me.
it's literally on the exact same platform.
Yeah, both on Netflix. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
Cobra Kai usually goes to the number 1 every time. Like, I remember no one even heard of Cobra Kai or known what it was when I was watching it for the first time. I had there was some people who used to mention it. They would say Cobra Kai never dies to me, but I don't know if think they were just talking about Karate Kid, honestly. So outside of that, that's all I known. But I remember when it came on Netflix, there were just so much people I knew that were talking or known about it, and it felt like just like a lot more younger people were watching it because it felt like it was more of just like back then, at least what I've seen, because I would go on YouTube comments and everything. It was just a lot more of like older fans. There was some younger people, but it wasn't all. I feel like it was more 50-50. It's like older Karate Kid fans and younger people. But then it just felt like a whole huge fan base. It like exploded with when it came to Netflix and season 3 released. And yeah, because I really didn't know. I mean, thank God it went to Netflix. Even though like some of the stuff that happens with the Netflix stuff, with the promotion and how they wanted to make their shows are really annoying at times. But if it didn't go there, who knows what would have happened? Because if it went to damn Hulu, I don't know. The show probably could have gotten canceled. I don't know.
Imagine if it went to Amazon Prime.
Oh God. I don't know. I mean, I'm surprised it really didn't get canceled.
Yeah,
because a YouTube Red show making it to Netflix is just something that's like so unheard of.
Yeah,
like it's crazy to think that show was on YouTube Red. Like it was being produced from YouTube Red, which isn't even like a used streaming platform anymore. Like, I don't think it's even functional.
It's dead. It's pretty much dead.
They have YouTube movies. They don't have YouTube Red anymore.
Yeah,
and the only movie I could think of on YouTube Red was a movie where Logan Paul was the lead actor and Peyton List was in it. I forgot what it was called.
The Thinning.
Yeah, okay. So that's the only YouTube Red movie that I know where Logan Paul's lead actor. So it's like, okay, that show makes it to Netflix, gets 4 more seasons, all that go to number 1 each time. I mean, it was really good how that happened. Especially since that the coronavirus is happening.
Yeah.
Stopped filming. Season 2 left off on a huge cliffhanger. You don't know if it's gonna get canceled. There's a whole thing. I was like, okay, this is just terrible.
I was praying like so much that it did not get canceled because I'm like, this has happened before where a show, like a really good show, gets canceled with a big cliffhanger, and I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, it was worse for me too because I just became a fan of the show. Like it was just like the beginning of 2020 that I started watching it. Like it was like right when the coronavirus started. I started to watch it, and I finished the whole show, and I get really invested into it. And I just seen the whole Karate Kid movies and all that. And then right as this stuff's going on, I'm looking at when season 3's coming out, and I see how they stopped filming and all this stuff. Then I'm seeing it the stream platform. It's like, okay, seriously, I just get invested in a new show. It's probably get canceled. And then when I went to Netflix, I mean, I couldn't be because I was like, dude, if it goes to Hulu, I might really have to buy Hulu. But then it goes to Netflix, was like the one stream platform I had at the time, and I was like so happy. That was like in August, I believe.
Yeah, I remember rewatching it when the first 2 seasons, when they added the first 2 seasons on Netflix.
It was like every day I had an episode on my TV from Cobra Kai on Netflix.
Yeah.
But it was just so amazing. Because, like, bro, I only had to log into my dad's YouTube account just to even get to the Cobra Kai stuff. Because I didn't have it on I didn't have YouTube Red on my account. So it was like so difficult to watch it.
Yeah, I remember the trailer they put out for like the first 2 seasons, and then they put like a sneak peek of Daniel and Okinawa in season 3.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. I mean, season 3 hype was so real. I mean, when it goes to Netflix, there's a whole Base, the whole thing with what happened with Miguel, the cliffhanger, the trailers.
Yeah, like the teasers they put out of like the hospital beep.
And that's still feel
Like
worried.
the guy in the hospital.
I wasn't worried he was gonna die. I was really worried if he was gonna be like just like paralyzed or if he's like I don't know. I don't know what to expect. What they're gonna do with him. Which I guess he kind of was, you know, paralyzed for a while.
Yeah, for a little bit. Big part of why that season is so good is he's able to defy the odds and come back stronger than ever.
I mean, yeah, his biggest fight was not, one with action. It was kind of against his self and everything. You see, like how much he wanted to prove himself again, because he never really proved himself. Even with what he did in Cobra Kai, he did it dirty, and now he's changed. And you see him start changing in season 2, going against that. And yeah, his conflictions, like what was it Tori said, and he still kind of feels that way, and then following orders with John Kreese. But his heart was never into it. It was more of a mentality he kind of had. He just felt he adapted to. But I feel like after he was kind of conflicted about it all, he makes a decision to not go with that mentality and to listen to what Johnny says. And doing that is what brings him in the hospital and paralyzed. So that's just like, that's when he's just his most ruined. And you see him slowly start to regain himself. But now he feels like he needs to prove himself, which I never felt like they gave him his proper. I guess you could say. Honestly, I take that back. I think they did because a lot of people were bringing it up. I think, including me, like him winning the All Valley or the Saga guy. It means so much because like going back to season 3, I wants to prove himself again. But I think he did prove himself when he got up and fought for himself, being down by Kyler in the house fight, and he got out and beat him. It was never about being a champion. It was just about being able to fight again or being able to like be myself again. But I mean, the whole thing with season 4, though, as because I loved the whole final fight, the whole thing with Miguel getting hurt and then leaving to go to Mexico, I just felt like that was just a kind of a dumb way for Miguel to go out. I mean, I'm still happy Eli and Hawk won because that was really good for his character. But like, I don't know, Miguel just getting hurt and then him just leaving to Mexico to get his dad when he never really brought up his dad or expressed that he cared that much. I thought of maybe a little scene between Johnny, like just like a couple episodes ago. I don't know. And then obviously, don't get me started with the whole Mexico stuff in season 5. I mean, it was literally just the biggest waste of time ever. At first, I kind of liked it because I thought it kind of showed Miguel looking at Johnny as his real father. But like, I feel like he was already kind of changing towards it anyway. He didn't need to do a whole 3-episode baloney, which was, I think they just wanted a way to have Robbie and Johnny go with each other.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun to see Johnny and Robbie's dynamic, especially against the surfer dudes. But
yeah, and they had to do the hot pepper.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that stuff was good, but still, those first like 2 episodes of season 5 were just like. I think the third episode was solid. Fire and Ice, or not Fire and
Yeah,
Ice.
with Mike Barnes. I love what they do with Mike Barnes.
Yeah, I mean, that was a solid, fun episode.
Like a lot of people were predicting that Mike Barnes was gonna rejoin Silver, but I'm glad that he didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, the first 2 episodes were not that fun, but the third one, solid.
Yeah.
Fourth
Like
one,
because Karate Kid 3, Barnes is just like an antagonist, but in Cobra Kai they actually give him a little bit of depth. So I do like that.
yeah. I mean, I was screaming so loud. I think I woke up one of my sisters when Mike Barnes came back. And it was like free to 2 or 3 a.m. I don't remember the time it was. Probably 3 a.m. I think that video was posted because, I mean, it was a whole thing. Waiting for Martin to come back so much and how he came back too. And then even me who interviewed Sean Kanan like earlier that year. It was so crazy.
Yeah.
Even though both my interviews with Sean Kanan were awful.
Yeah, that was a pretty solid episode.
But episode 4 though, Downward Spiral.
All freaking water park stuff where like they don't actually fight. And like just how it starts is freaking Kenny doing petty stuff to Anthony, and then Hawk gets involved, and then
Yeah, no.
and then you have the whole like Terry Silver stuff, or like Silver's like getting into Daniel's head and like driving a wedge between him and Amanda. Johnny stuff was funny,
But 5 and 6 are great episodes.
yeah, 5 and 6, some of my favorite episodes in the show.
And then 7 was that Bad Eggs. Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, that episode was just mid to me. Like I like the Crease prison stuff, but other than that, it's just a mid episode.
5 to 6 to 7 and 8, which is like
Episode 8, it was entertaining, but the way they do Hawk in that episode, oh my god.
There's so much wrong with that. I don't like how Cobra Kai cheats once again. Makes them look like a bunch of
I'm like,
cowards.
that's so predictable. Like he did the exact same thing, but like no one's picking up on it.
You bring back love drama for zero reason. It ends in the most Starman way possible. And then the whole Hawk and Kenny stuff is a whole nother thing I ran about forever, but I have a thing I've done too many times. But the last 2 episodes, 9 and 10, 10, Head of Snake was like so good. That really should have been the finale. I was talking about my last live yesterday, how now as great as, I think I made a video about this too, about as good as part 3 was, the only way to get there, to get Johnny back in Cobra Kai, you had to rip everything and tear everything down and turn their arcs inside out and go back on everything you did. You had to do all of this, just turn on the entire show and make just this absolute atrocity to get you the perfect ending. When you could have settled for a really good ending, not perfect, but a really solid ending, with the story still at the right natural place. If you just rearrange some things in season 5 and keep it how it is, and I would have preferred that over season 6, because even though part 3 and those last 3 episodes and the last episode is one of my favorite episodes ever, favorite Cobra Kai episode, my only 10 out of 10 Cobra Kai episode, and honestly, there's nothing else you could have done as like a last episode finale better than what you did in that one, and that was perfect for Cobra Kai. But how you had to get there, like that could have worked if you maybe changed some things with the characters in season 5 and like how you're building the story. But you were building in a certain way and the characters in a certain way. Like you kept leading their arcs going in a certain upwards direction. Like with Johnny, with Daniel, with Tori, with Kreese. And then season 6, you realize they got to get back to Cobra Kai. They got to do all this stuff. So now we got to rip it all down. But that's just like not how the characters work. That's not how stories work. And it was just so bad.
Yeah.
And even if their characters were that way, like this is like the first season. This is Cobra Kai. The episodes are just not good.
Especially part 1.
Yeah, I mean when I watched part 2,
I don't know how many deleted scenes you've seen, but season 6, episode 4, the deleted scene of like when Daniel tells Johnny, "I hope you're right because we have no idea what we're up against." And then it cuts to Kreese walking around ripping off the free karate poster from Daniel and Johnny.
Bro, I did not see that one.
Yeah, I'm like, why didn't they keep this in instead of just having Kreese randomly show up episode 5? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Because like, there's a lot of deleted scenes that explain a lot. I'm confused why they were cut. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, guys, we got to make our episodes under 30 minutes. Come on. Like, all right. Like, you can't even give the excuse of the episode to be too long. No, your episodes are supposed to be longer. I don't know what the frick you're doing. You're trying to tackle the biggest.
It still blows my mind that
trying to
not
tackle the
one.
biggest story and the biggest things you're doing. Yeah, you're having murders and the biggest world taikai. You have freaking Tori's betrayal, crazy stuff going on. You're making episodes freaking longer than my toenail. Like, seriously?
Yeah, I'm like, it still blows my mind. Not one Cobra Kai episode made it to an hour long.
I mean, it's a talented episode, ex-generate, but like the finale could not have been an hour. Seriously?
Yeah. Well, yep. Stranger Things. They have 2 episodes that went over 2 hours long.
Yeah.
And Stranger Things is a lot harder to make because of all the visuals and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I mean, honestly, there's so much to have in season 6. Whenever I make my full review, because I never actually fully reviewed the season, it's going to be a very, 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 probably a 2-hour video.
Oh boy.
I mean, I don't know what Cobra Kai video I'll make, because I'm trying to make one a month. I'll probably put out a community tab in April about what next Cobra Kai video on this month. It'll either be my season 6 review, or what other Cobra Kai videos was I gonna do? I wanted to do like what went wrong with Hawk's character video.
That would be interesting.
How he fell off and why he fell off and all that stuff. And then outside of that, I think I had a video idea that I was gonna do, but I didn't. It was like the best and worst season for every character in the show. So it's like go for all the main characters and say their best and worst season. So those are probably the 3, and I think those 2 are probably like 20-minute videos. My season 6 one is gonna be a really long video to make, because that's the video. Because I reviewed the parts, but that was just like my blunt reaction, just going off it. Usually when the sun's coming up and I'm sick, and my voice is shot, and then obviously I ramble on it about on live streams and whatnot. But I never actually made a full review on it, going through all the plot holes and issues. Like, I would have to actually. Oh no, I don't want to say it. I'd have to actually rewatch it.
Oh Jesus!
Which I've only rewatched season 6 once, and I had to skip a lot of scenes. Because it's like, you know the feeling you get like when you're about to throw up. That's the feeling I get from getting close to a scene that I know I do not want to watch. And I generally skipped the entirety of episode 8 when I rewatched it. Like, I couldn't watch it, and even when I was making my video and I went back on the episode, I just had to keep my mouse hovering over it and seeing what happened. I can't even actually watch it because it's just like.
Still blows my mind that the episode's an 8 out of 10 on IMDb. I'm like, what are we smoking?
Dude. Over the damn right side up.
Oh, man.
Anyway, I'll probably head to bed now.
All right.
But I appreciate having me on. I haven't been on for a while.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Okay, he just left apparently. But yeah, always good having him on. I don't really know what happened there. My guess is that his Wi-Fi cut out or something. I'm not really sure. Oh, he's back.
Well, I'll just say my goodbyes, but the damn StreamYard wanted me to leave before I did. That was not nice.
That was weird.
Anyway, yeah, so thanks for having me on. And yeah, definitely has been a while. Are you doing them on Wednesdays now?
Yeah.
Didn't you used to do them on Wednesdays all the time?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember. I would be coming back home from Wednesday church, and I would be in the chat in my car, and then I'd get back, and you're already ended the damn stream. That didn't make any sense either. Well, I feel that does make sense because that's when you lived in Massachusetts, so you're an hour ahead of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll see you Monday for the network. I will definitely have a lot to talk about. We'll be talking about the Invincibles on there, and Spider-Man and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. And then oh wait, yeah, I think Monday. Will Daredevil be out by then? No, because that comes out Tuesday, I think. Well, we'll see. But I'll talk to you later.
Have a good night, man.
Yeah, you too.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace. All right. So we're going to go over we're going to wrap it up with some NBA games. And that'll be that. But yeah, probably best live in a while. Yeah, goes back. Excited to see the rest of the season. Daredevil coming out soon. And The Boys is 3 weeks away. I should do a video like death predictions for The Boys. I definitely think Homelander and Butcher are gonna die. I don't know about everyone else though. All right, but picking up where we left off, Orlando beats Cleveland by 6. Pretty good game. Desmond Bain went off 35 points. Magic have been on a heater in March. So I believe they were the 5 seed at one point. James Harden with 30 points. Cavs have been kind of up and down. And I don't know what's going on with the Rockets. They are ice cold right now. I don't know if it's the KD drama or what, but 129-93, that is diabolical. Jokic with a triple-double. Amen with 16 points. Clippers blow out the Wolves. Back-to-back LA losses for Minnesota. 36 from Ant, 45 from Kawhi. Clippers on the verge of a historic in-season turnaround. Kawhi is one of my favorite players, so I'm glad that he's playing well. But that brings us to Thursday, March 12th. As soon as this thing loads. Bro, what is going on? Here we go. Pistons decimate the Sixers. 12 points from Justin Edwards, 19 from Duncan Robinson. Like that core Orlando has. Heat beat the Bucks. Giannis 31 points, 28 from Pelly Larson. Let's see. Nuggets beat the Spurs by 5. I don't know if Wemby played in this game. I hope he did, but 31 and 20. So another triple double for Jokic, 31 points, 20 rebounds, 12 assists. Triple double for Stephon Castle, 30 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. Jokic versus Wemby's fun. This game was bullshit. Celtics, no Derek White, no Jalen Brown, or excuse me, no Jason Tatum. Both teams dealing with injuries. It was a good game. Celtics were getting screwed over left and right by the foul calls. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. The Thunder are not a fun team to watch. Like, I just hate the way they play. Like, I just hate the way Shea plays. Like, he foul baits every time. It is the fakest shit I've ever seen. I'm like, bro, like, do some mid-range without foul baiting, or like drive in the paint and go for layups or dunk or shoot the 3. Like, just play like a normal basketball player. Like, you don't need to foul bait every 5 seconds. It's annoying. It's just not fun to watch. It's not entertaining. But yeah, other than the stupid foul calls, it was a fun game to watch. A lot of the Celtics bench players stepped up. Shireman, Hugo, Jordan Walsh, Garza, Luca Garza, Hauser. A lot of the role players stepped up to, have a chance to win it. And should have went into overtime, but of course they fouled Chet with like 0.2 left. So shot ourselves in the foot there. But Adam Silver needs to go, and I'm going to continue to say it until it actually happens. But NBA needs to get rid of Adam Silver. He is single-handedly ruined this league. Raptors beat the Suns. The Suns had this win in the bag, and they screwed it up in the end. Jalen Green, 34 points, 36 from Brandon Ingram. He's played phenomenal this year. Devin Booker had a really good game as well. Let's see what else. The Rockets barely beat the Pelicans. This is the crap that I'm talking about. Getting blown out by a contender like the Nuggets, but then barely beating a team that's 14th in the West and the Pelicans, which I don't think the Pelicans have a bad roster. They're just they're stuck in the West. But yeah, and then the Wolves beat the Warriors by 10. Ant went off 42 points. Warriors have really struggled at like the worst time. And Saturday, March 14th. Usually on Saturday, they don't have that, they don't have much on Saturday because of college basketball. Spurs annihilated the Hornets. Wemby 32 and 12, 22 from Bridges. Celtics beat the Wizards. Kata played well, 24 points, 10 boards. Magic beat the Heat. Paulo with 27, 22 from Jaime. Lakers barely beat the Nuggets. That game was also bullshit. Nuggets had so many chances to win. Jokic and Luka both with the triple-double. Entertaining game to watch. Garland with 25 points. Then we go to Sunday, which I believe Kawhi is injured again, sadly. Thunder beat the Wolves, 32 from Randall. Wolves had a decent lead at one point, but then, Thunder took over again. Mavericks beat the Cavs by 10. Cooper Flag, 27 points, 10 assists, 26 and 11 from Mitchell. Raptors beat the Pistons pretty confidently. 21 and 18 from Pirtle, 33 from Cade. So we got Sixers beat the Blazers, 25 from Avia, 31 from Grimes. Knicks beat the Warriors by 3, 25 from Pajenski, 30 from Brunson. Brings us to Monday. It's just a Monday. The Hawks and the Magic's 6-game winning streak, or was it 7? I don't remember. But Hawks are kind of a weird team right now. 41 points from Na, 18 and 10 from Paulo. That's just not good enough. Warriors finally get a win. Porzingis, 30 points, 3 blocks. Probably his best game as a Warrior. And Celtics beat the Suns. This is a pretty good game to watch. Jaylen Brown with 41 points. Booker with 40. Tatum played well. He had 21. Derek White had 21. Lakers beat the Rockets. 36 from Luka. 19 and 12 from Amen. And Spurs beat the Clippers by 4. 21 and 13 from Wemby plus 4 blocks. I mean, this dude's unreal. If this guy can stay healthy, sky's the limit. That's all I'm really going to say. And then last night's game, the Hornets blew out the Heat by 30 points. 30 points and 13 assists from LaMelo, 20 from Hero. Thunder beat the Magic, 32 and 10 from Banchero, 40 points from Shea. 20 of those probably came from free throws. Cavs beat the Bucks. Mobley, 27 and 15 plus 3 blocks, 25 and 10 from KPJ, former Cavalier. The Wolves are going to be without Ant from like 1 to 2 weeks. They still beat the Suns here. 32 points from Randall, 34 from Booker. Nuggets destroy the Sixers. The score at halftime was like 70 to 42, which is diabolical. 22 from Christian Braun, 12 from Trendon Watford. Honestly, it would be a fun game if Jokic and Embiid were playing. It looks like Jokic was playing, but I don't think Embiid was, which Embiid's always hurt for whatever reason. And then tonight's games, Celtics blew out the Warriors. They sweep the season series. Jaylen Brown, 32 points. Tatum had 24 points. 14 from GP2. Porzingis returns to Boston. Had a nice tribute video for him. Thunder destroy the Nets. The score at halftime was like 60 to 24. It was embarrassing. Jesus, Wolves destroyed the Jazz. 23 points from Dosunmu, 41 from Bryce Sensabaugh. Oh boy. Grizzlies beat the Nuggets 29-14 from Jokic, 21 from Ty Jerome. Lakers beat the Rockets again, 40 points from Luka plus 10 assists, 27-10 from Şengün. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with the Rockets. Probably one of the most disappointing teams this season. But we'll check out the standings at the moment. But I think this year's playoffs are going to be awesome. Yeah, Pistons still in first in the East. Celtics, I believe, are like 4 games behind them, I think. Knicks in third, 2 games behind the Celtics. Cavs in fourth, Raptors back up to fifth, Orlando in sixth. They're now 38-30. Heat in the seventh, or Miami's in the 7th spot. They're actually tied with Atlanta at the moment, and they're a game behind Orlando. And then Philly fell down to 9th. Charlotte in 10th. They are above 500 though, which is good. And then the Bucks, unfortunately for Giannis, on the outside looking in. And then you have the bottom feeders, the Bulls, Nets. Nets, Wizards, Pacers officially eliminated. And the Thunder, the 1 seed in the West. And you got the Spurs, the Lakers in third. The Wolves are in the 4 seed. Rockets in the 5th seed. The Nuggets in 6th. Hopefully the Nuggets finish in 5th. And then I just want to see Wolves versus Nuggets in round 1. That'd be so much fun. And the Suns in the 7th seed. Clippers in 8th. Blazers in 9th. And the Warriors have fallen down to 10th. And Grizzlies are pretty much out of it. So pretty much these teams are pretty much locked into the play-in. And then these teams are out pretty much. 24-44, there's no way that they're going to grab the 10 spot. But yeah, they're probably going to trade away Ja this offseason. Yeah, that'll do it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.